Remember the containers that I had full of chicken broth? Okay, I had a chicken broth video that I made, and I put them into these containers here and put them into the freezer. Well, I'm putting them to use today. I'm going to go ahead and make some chicken and dumplings. I ended up using 3 of them, and they are in here melting. Okay, so I've picked my chicken. If I had a little bit more time today, I would go ahead and put that chicken in the boiler, the whole thing, with some water and just make its own broth. I'd pick the chicken first, and then I would put the carcass into the water and boil it and make the broth. And I have a video, like I said, on making chicken broth, but I don't have much time today, so I just picked the chicken. I have melted my frozen broth, and when this starts to boil, I'm going to put my dumplings in, and I'm going to use biscuits, store-bought biscuits for this, okay? This is chicken and dumplings in a hurry, folks. I don't do this always, but hey, sometimes I do, and this is one of those times. Okay, so this is just store-bought cheap-o biscuits, okay? The cheapest biscuits you can find. Doesn't matter if they're buttermilk, home style, whatever they call it. Anyway, so, you know, I've always just made noodles for chicken and dumplings, or I just made the dumplings with flour, egg, and I would just do it that way. I make my dumplings like that. So I usually just tear them, okay? I just tear them like this into 4 ways and drop them in. I was going to cut and show you just for video purposes. You see, I'm just cutting them in pieces like this. And this is just such a simple way to make chicken and dumplings if you are in a hurry. Tomorrow is my son's birthday, and he loves chicken and dumplings, so he's getting it for dinner. Tonight is a rainy day here in Oklahoma, so he is just going to love this tonight, and he can have leftovers tomorrow, or, you know, we always let him pick whatever food they want to eat for the birthday, and you know, usually he picks like shrimp, fried shrimp and things like that, but he'll like this chicken and dumplings. Anyway, I'm rambling on. Just want to show you that that's how I cut it up. I just like take that cheapo biscuit, just cheapo store-bought biscuit, and cut them into 4 ways, okay? I'm going to open a few more cans, and then I'll get back to the stock. Okay, my stock is boiling, and I've already dropped 1 biscuit in. You just drop them down in there, okay? Just drop those biscuits down on in there. My camera's going to fog up here, so I will continue to do that and get back here with you. There's going to be a point to where you're just kind of dropping these suckers, the raw, like on top of the ones that are already started cooking. Just get your spoon in there, let that clear up, if it will. Get your spoon in there and just kind of flip those around a little bit, and then start tossing them back in. Just start tossing them back in. Okay, she's cooking now. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of pepper on top of those. And if you don't make your own chicken stock, you can buy it at the supermarket. I'm pretty sure that, you know, I don't even know how much, I haven't bought chicken broth in so long, but back in the day when I bought it, it was like $1 a can, you know, maybe a little bit over that. And then those generic cheapo biscuits, they might be $2 for 4 these days. It used to be 4 for $1, but anyway, if you're looking for an inexpensive meal that will stick to your ribs, this is it. Google a recipe on making bread, or I have a video on making artisan bread, which is just simple, just a few ingredients that you probably already have on hand. You know, just put that on the side, have a little bread and butter on the side. And I also like to have some mashed potatoes, and then we use the chicken stock here after the biscuits and everything are already cooked. We use that as gravy for our potatoes, and I'll probably end up doing that. But so anyway, I haven't put my chicken in there yet. I'm gonna let those biscuits get done. I'd say cook them about probably 15 minutes or so, 15-20 minutes. Let them get cooked up all the way. And, you know, you just boil like this. I'm not going to stir them anymore. I'm going to leave them alone so that they don't turn to mush, okay? But just, you know, let that keep on boiling. Don't drop them in until it's boiling. And so after that, I will drop in my chicken. I should also mention that the containers that I had the chicken broth in, that I had in the freezer, they were 32 ounces. each, so, and I used 3 of them. If that kind of gives you an idea of how much chicken broth that you would have to buy if you decide to buy it at the store. And I used 3 cans of the biscuits, just 3 cans. I turned that down to low after about 10 minutes or so. Do you see how creamy that made that broth? Look at that. It's just like gravy. It'll be perfect on mashed potatoes, trust me. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and dump my chicken in that I picked. You see that? They're going to be so happy after school when they come home to this. See there? So while I was cooking my chicken and dumplings, I was also cooking this cake here. I saw on Facebook that this recipe called for just a yellow cake mix here, just a box. I happen to have that in my pantry just because if I find it on sale, you know, 88 cents or something, I'm buying it. And, you know, it's not the best for you, but whatever. It's 88 cents. I put it in my pantry just for occasions like this. So here's this cake, and it said you mix the cake mix and a 15-ounce can of pumpkin, 100% pure pumpkin. So anyway, I didn't have, it called for a 16-ounce and I had a 15-ounce. So I put that in there and I started mixing it up and it was just like dry as a bone. So I decided to go ahead and add 2 eggs, and I went ahead and added a half a cup of water to it. So I've got the cake mix, the 15-ounce can of pumpkin, 2 eggs, and a half a cup of water, and then also just a little bit of pumpkin pie spice that I had. I threw that in there too, just a little bit. So anyway, I wonder what it's going to taste like. It said it was supposed to be pumpkin muffins, and I decided to put it in this pan. This pan is not like a regular size cake pan. It's just a little bit of a smaller one. It is rectangle. It's not one of those smaller square pans. It's a rectangular one, but anyway, I wonder what it's going to taste like. Yeah, that was really good cake. That turned out really good. Very moist. Well, so there you have it. Here's our supper for tonight. Chicken and dumplings and mashed potatoes with a little bit of that gravy on top. This is my bowl. I tend to eat kind of smaller portions, but anyway, so this is my bowl. This is for my supper. But look at those dumplings. That's the biscuits, see? And that was cut into 4s, and they're still, you know, pretty good size dumplings. So anyway, I sure hope you guys give this a try. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell for more notifications.